Northern Territory Labor MP has told Sky many Aboriginal women and older people support income management and want it to remain. The Albanese Government has vowed to abolish the Cashless Debit Card, which restricts the ability of welfare recipients to spend money on alcohol and gambling. But Lingiari MP Marion Scrymgour has called for the widespread rollout of the Basics Card, an income management system used in the NT.
It's 15 years since income management was introduced in the Northern Territory. It came in the form of the Basics Card, part of the NT intervention, which allowed welfare recipients to quarantine 50% of their income.
This is a tool that actually supports Indigenous women, marginalised Indigenous women in these communities along the lines of their culture. So they can say no to family because they have a tool that offers them the opportunity to say, I can't give you my money, even though I'm obliged to through my culture.
The former coalition government later implemented the Cashless Debit Card at trial sites in Western Australia, South Australia and Queensland. A similar measure, it quarantined 80% of a welfare recipient's income so it couldn't be spent on alcohol, tobacco or gambling. The Albanese Government has vowed to scrap the Cashless Debit Card, but one of its Northern Territory MPs says there is merit to income management.
The legislation isn't taking away the Basics Card, which a lot of people have gotten used to, and they're quite happy to stay in that system.
Last week, Marion Scrymgour took Social Services Minister Amanda Rishworth for a tour of some Alice Springs town camps.
Women and particularly old people, I think older Aboriginal people, everyone seems to see the Basics Card as a form of protection. That income is going to be protected, that children will get food, that they'll be able to buy clothes, that, you know, that money can't be used to purchase grog or tobacco, which is another issue.
While the government is committed to scrapping the Cashless Debit Card, Ms Scrymgour says there should be a widespread rollout of the Basics Card.
If the Basics Card has worked in the Northern Territory, why aren't they then implementing the Basics Card broadly across Australia rather than just the Northern Territory? And should this system have a opt-in, opt-out system so it's voluntary or it's universal across Australia?
Coalition Senator Jacinta Price has criticised Labor's plan to scrap the Cashless Debit Card. She pointed to the evidence of Noel Pearson, who told a Senate inquiry the card had been a successful tool used by the Cape York Family Responsibility Commission.
The women in community were really concerned when they heard prior to the election that Labor would be scrapping it. It's been a real lifesaver for a lot of those women.
It seems certain Labor will abolish the Cashless Debit Card, but Marion Scrymgour says income management should be a tool available to any Australian, not just Indigenous people.
Any person who's on a welfare payment should be able to be income managed and part of that process is they should only be on welfare for a set time, and then, you know, there should be a mandate to get a job or to look at a process going forward, and you just don't stay on welfare for the rest of your life.
Matt Cunningham, Sky News.